Lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Maxey and Harden fill in the guard spots. Harris is out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Dedmon in at the 5 spot. Harden's shot is good.
Harden so versatile offensively. He initiates, he can play off the ball, he can beat you in transition. He's going to get his points. You can bet on that.
Now here's Smart. Tatum with it. Brown outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Harden the pass to Embiid. Outside, Maxey. Stolen by Smart. Brown outside. Lets the three fly. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a three-point game. Embiid against Brown. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here is Harris. Embiid inside the line. Unable to get that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Greg, up and down the Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Boy, I love watching Harden pat the rock. Has an unlimited number of moves to choose from. Endless.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brown jams it in.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Harden outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Shot clock at 5. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Harden the pass to Embiid. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Celtics trail by 3. Tatum deciding where to go with it over Harris, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
I love seeing Tatum continue to work on that jump shot. I mean, he's a fantastic scorer, and with the jump shot added and refined, he's only going to get better.
Now, here's Maxey. Embiid, no good. Outside, Smart. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. He's a great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Tatum, and again it's Boston converted.
I like the quality of shots Tatum takes. I mean, concentrates on taking good shots within his range.
Brown against Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Harden. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the
dominant MVP force we saw in Houston.
And Greg Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injury. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
Here's Dedmon. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. The three-pointer no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And here's Tatum for three. Sinks the triple. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
How about the pace that Tatum plays with? Excellent. I mean, when he's feeling it, he can pull up effortlessly off the dribble. Nice.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76er.
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtic youth team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
First team foul.
Harden outside from past the arc. Offside Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 11.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one.
Connects from three-point range.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers, the past few seasons, have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years. You know, there aren't a lot of centers in the league, true centers, who are in the MVP discussion on a yearly basis. Embiid is one of those proud few.
Now, here's Tatum. He's got 12. Driving in, and he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style, showing off his dunking ability right there.
Passes it to Embiid. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Lays it up off the glass.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Brown against Harden. Brown the pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. For the 3. And it's Brown missing.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So What's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Now Maxey after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Here's Dedmon. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Dedmon's got 5.
You know, a feed like this shows you how well-rounded Joel Embiid's game is becoming and what a good teammate he is. He's not just looking for his own.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 14. In the corner, Horford with it. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. Outside, Smart. Brown wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. 5 points in the game.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Horford. And here's Brown outside. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's foul number 2 for him.
14 foul.
36 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Embiid. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Maxey passes to Embiid. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
You see why they go to Embiid in close. I mean, he's more than capable of getting it in the hoop.
Outside Tatum. Brown outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Thank you, David. And we'll be...
The Celtics 22. The 76ers 28.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got DeAnthony Melton. He's out there with Shake Milton. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Niang in at the 4.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
That's a mistake they cannot afford to repeat very often. I mean, you can't leave him alone like that. He'll torch you.
Now, here's Gallinari. Here's Brogdon. It's tipped. They retain possession. And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's Gallinari with the 3. The shot off that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Now here's Harrell. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Clock at 6. Harris kicks to Milton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for them. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Now, here is Gallinari. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And they'll get another chance from outside off the mark. The 76ers leading by 10. Milton the pass to Niang. And here's Milton. Here's Milton. There's a screen. Back to Milton. The pass to Milton. There's the steal. Gallinari passes to Hauser. He kicks it to Gallinari. To the wing right side. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Got a piece of it. And stolen by White. Launches a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
Now, here's Milton. This is to Harrell. Milton kicks to Harrell. In the corner, it's Milton. Shot clock at 6. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Celtics trail by 4. And here's White. No points in the game yet for him. The dish now to Gallinari. Back to White. Here's Hauser. Kept alive by Boston. Second chance shot. Back to White. To the left side wing. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Griffin. Taken away. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Aston Niang. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, a good passer at his position. Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Now, here's Brogdon. And the turnover again by Boston. .58 seconds left here in the third quarter. Milton with it. Harris a screen on Brogdon. Milton finds Harris. 6 to shoot. 76ers moving the ball around. Milton passes to Niang. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Now, Milton, after Gallinari missed from long range. For Philadelphia, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And he can't get the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's good on the second. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Smart dishes to Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Jason Tatum has so many different ways he can score, showing us a little solo spurt ability right there.
Here's Milton. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Philadelphia Holding on to.
Your Celtics, you stink.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point. That's the Boston 5. And Boston has possession. 76ers getting the bucket. Tatum wide open, he fires one. The shot's good, Brown making the play. Tatum's got 19 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Brown. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Harden with it. Out guarded by Smart. Harris inside. Brown on him. Embiid inside. He's guarded by Williams. And the call will be against Al Horford. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, Maxey, 4 on the shot clock. Let's go. Here's Dedmon.
And the defensive prowess of Williams, just effective at altering shots and almost getting into the heads of shooters.
And the foul on Harden. That's his 1st foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Tatum. 3 from the inbound. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Now here is Harris. Feeds to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Watch out now. The process is at work.
Outside, Smart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Maxey.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the 2nd free throw, good.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now, here is Harden. Outside, Maxey. No good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Tatum kicks to Brown. Here's Smart. The kick out to Williams. There's Brown with the 3. Outside, Smart. On the wing, Brown. Back to Smart. From outside the arc. The kick out to Williams. The 3 from Tatum. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Tatum's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Celtics. Smart against Maxey. Harden outside. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And the Celtics hit again from deep. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Williams finds Smart. Tatum, that's for 2. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Back to Maxey. inside and slam dunk by Maxey.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Here is Williams. 76ers getting the bucket. Inside the line. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
Maxey against Smart. Maxey passes to Harden. Inside. Dedmon's shot is off. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Williams kicks to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Back to Smart. To tie it up. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can name the second. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Lets it go from deep. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. From
joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
A nice shot by Brown. A matchup of two of the league's top centers tonight, RJ. These kind of battles are different than they were just a few years back.
Yeah, big men, they have really entered into a new phase of dominance. These versatile centers in the league, they can do everything. They can run the floor. They can pass. You can run your offense through them. They can shoot from deep. They do a little bit of everything.
Incredible athletes. Now here's Smart. From behind the arc. Brown can't hit. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Minnesota now. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Pass to Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
And RJ, you look at the road the Celtics had to the finals last year. Man, that's as tough as it gets.
VA, when I tell you, going through Durant and then Giannis, and then you saw the way that the Heat pushed them, and then you see the Warriors in the finals as a reward, that is as tough of a road as you will ever find, and I don't see anything phasing this team now, VA.
Now here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop, and Edwards slams it in.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Out to the right wing. Horford for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Edwards can't hit.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Smart against Conley. Pass to Towns. Boston with a rebound. Up top, Brown. McDaniels covering. Oh, nice shot by Brown.
Sometimes Brown just looks unstoppable. A little contact doesn't bother him at all.
Here's Conley. Edwards for three. Offensive rebound. To the left wing. Towns finds Conley. Gobert with a screen on Smart for three. Conley. And stolen by Williams. Left side, Brown. Lets the three fly. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Brown.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish. Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player. And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Smart passes to Tatum. Conley comes with a double team. Kicks it out to Smart. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And at this point for Brown, do you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put it in 2K terms, I think he could get up to about a 94, 95 overall.
Here's Tatum following the score by Minnesota. Three-pointer off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
It's Edwards on the wing. puts the move on. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Tatum. No good there. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Towns with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Smart. On the wing, Tatum. Kicks it out to Smart. Back to Tatum. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It could go. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the minute. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Towns a screen on Smart from deep. Conley, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Smart, plenty of space, and the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley, three-pointer. Kept alive by Minnesota. Gobert finds Towns. Hits the three-pointer. Towns has got 5 now.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's Tatum. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Horford for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see misconnections like that too often.
Here's Smart. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Smart. Takes the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now here's Towns. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Outside Conley. To the middle. And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Edwards. Give him 8. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. And down it goes. 2 points.
Just impressive for Gobert. So capable in the mid-range.
Boston's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Smart outside. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Brown passes to Smart, who poked away. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Horford against Gobert. Horford passes to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. Tatum's got his first points of the game.
The quicks of Tatum on display. Jason has a devastating first step, man. He can just blow by you so easy.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams. It's Brown on the wing. High post Towns. Tatum's there. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
On the wing, Tatum. 4-3. That one's good. 2 for 8 now.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
40 seconds left to play in the half. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Now Conley. And he's going for the oop here. And Gobert with the stuff.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on a slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Smart. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Here's Edwards. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Smart for 3. And so it's Minnesota up. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
The Timberwolves, 28.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Malcolm Brogdon out there with Derek White. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Danilo Gallinari. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And for people who didn't know about Derek White before last year's playoffs, they sure know about him now. He played big on the biggest stage.
Here's Alexander Walker. And it comes off the front of the rim. Boston trailing. Down low. Hauser, that's good. It's amazing how much energy White brings to the floor, Greg.
You know, B.A., he has a passion for the game. He's tough, and he's very intelligent. He makes great decisions. He has all the tangibles you're looking for.
Prince can't hit.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Hauser. Outside for Gallinari. Stolen by Anderson. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
To the paint. A slam dunk by Reed.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Brogdon, the pass to Gallinari. Outside White. Inside. Griffin finds White. Fires the 3. Hauser can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Alexander Walker. Launches a 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And after spending his first 3 seasons with the Bucks, Malcolm Brogdon was part of a sign and trade. Just a great move for his career.
And after that 2018 sign and trade, Malcolm Brogdon got an expanded role, Grant.
He really did. I mean, Brogdon becoming more of a ball handler, a chance to shine offensively. His numbers as a result have exploded since that deal.
Boston shooting just 38% for this game so far. The kick out to White. The three is up. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boston foul. Danilo Gallinari. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Griffin. Here's Hauser. Hits the trifecta. He's got 5.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Griffin wants to involve his teammates as much as he can.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Outside, Williams. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Williams. Here's Alexander Walker.
Boston foul.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Pass to Anderson. Reed with it. A slam dunk by Reed.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting 5 isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has.
Kept alive. Here's Reed. Uses the glass on the layup. Reed's got 6 in the quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And he knocks down the first one. So Boston ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And Conley subbed in for Noel. Now here's Brown. 7 points in the game. Horford for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. McDaniels passes to Conley. Towns a screen on Smart. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Gobert. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Gobert's got 8 points.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat. That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And here's Brown for 3. That one is off. And so it's Minnesota up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
The length and athleticism of Tatum is something else. Like, you can't blame the D for fouling him there. That's just something that's going to happen.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
And that one drops for him.
Now, this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
Conley against Smart. He can't get that one to fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well. Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd. Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
So it's Minnesota now. Now here's Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Towns. Here's Gobert. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Smart. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Not gonna lie, Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Conley passes to Towns. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Oh, and he got fouled. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
First team foul.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
The previous play is under
The area and a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
This here was a gutsy performance from him in front of a tough crowd. The fans were on his back, and it never got to him. If anything, it motivated him more. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
How about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Conley against Smart. Towns is screen on Smart. Pass to Edwards. Horford pulls it in.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And here's Brown for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Towns down low. Horford covering. RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Put me on the spot here.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving, and he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose.
No argument here. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
And what effort he had on the board, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Now here's Tatum. Here's Brown. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. McDaniels with it. Outside Edwards. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. The shot comes out. There's Tatum with the three. Sinks it from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
Smart against Conley. For 3. They get it back. Gobert passes to Towns. And here's Edwards outside. Knocks down the triple.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing the... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This...
guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
Edwards looking it over. Over Harden. Second shot opportunity. Outside, Towns. It's hauled in by Harris.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
Now, here's McDaniel. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, Gobert with a screen on Maxey. McDaniels kicks to Edwards, and the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. McDaniels finds Towns, just 5 to shoot. Screen by McDaniel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Now, here's Dedmon, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Conley, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thanks, David. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Gobert with it, picked up by Harris. That's a 2 from Towns, and he drops it in from the low post.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Here's Maxey. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Here's Maxey. In the corner, Harden. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Now Towns. James Harden missing on the 3. Out to Conley. Over Harden. Conley's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, what a surprise. James Harden has finished a play with contact and gets a chance for the 3-point the old-fashioned way. Nicely done, James.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Conley against Maxey. And Edwards with the stuff.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Conley against Maxey. Launches it. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. And he slams it down right on top of Dwayne Dedmon.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Harden against Edwards. Second chance effort. Harden kicks to Dedmon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Embiid the screen. Maxey passes to Embiid. Gobert pulls it in.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Out on the wings, Harden and Harris. Embiid is out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Maxey in at the point guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Conley for 3, drains the three-pointer. Conley's got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Maxey attacking. Harden the pass to Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Embiid drops them both. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Maxey looking it over. To the middle. It's deflected. Towns with the steal. Edwards with it. Picked up by Harris. That shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now. Knocked loose. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Edwards passes to Conley. And so they foul intentionally.
Joel Embiid. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Edwards. He's got 8. Gobert dishes to Conley. Shot clock at 5. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got 9 points in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Pass to Embiid. Kicks to Dedmon. Back to Embiid to stop the run. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota leading by 17. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Embiid. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Harden outside. 1:44 left in the second quarter. Maxey finds Harden. To the left wing. Embiid wide open. Again, Embiid missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And Towns gets it to go.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Stolen by McDaniels. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. And he uses the glass on the layup. McDaniels got 6 points.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Towns down low. Dedmon defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Conley for 3. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. And Harden launches it from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thanks for the great interview, David.
Your 76ers, 11. The Timberwolves, 34.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Anderson is out there with Prince. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 1. Here's Noel. Defended by Milton. Here's Reid. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Minnesota's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Prince outside. Over to the wing. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Melton. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Milton kicks to Niang. On the wing, Milton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Noel passes to Anderson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Out to the right wing. Niang, no good. Timberwolves leading by 23. Here's Alexander Walker. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Prince outside. Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. And stolen by Harrell. Melton against Anderson. Milton sinks the triple. Melton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Anderson. And the rejection by Harrell. On the wing, Melton. Guarded by Prince. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. Niang, no good. Timberwolves leading by 22. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. And Anderson has it in the corner. And here's Prince outside. And that's a foul called on Naz Reed. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Melton. Tight defense on him. Fires the 3. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Outside, Maxey. On the wing, Harden. Pass to Dedmon. It's stolen by Gobert. And here's the fast break. McDaniels passes to Towns. Over Harden. Towns, no luck.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Embiid finds Dedmon. It's his first trip to the line.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
He hits the second from the line. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shoots the 3. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, stolen by Conley. And so it's Minnesota sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here is Conley. Maxey and Harden fill in the guard spots. Tobias Harris is out there with Embiid, and it's Dedmon in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team.
The 76ers trail by 21. Now, here's Maxey. He dishes it to Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Harden up top. Edwards defending. 6 to shoot. And James Harden hits from deep.
I mean, we've come to expect this from James Harden. The ability to strike quickly from beyond the three-point line is just special.
Outside Conley. Now the feed to Edwards. Towns dishes to Edwards. Towns a screen on Harden. Edwards can't hit. And so here is Philadelphia. They trail by 18. Oh, and James Harden throws it down home.
Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
Conley left side. Gobert down low. Dedmon's there. Gobert, and that's good.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert has shot well over 60% for his career. If he's that close, he will put it in the basket.
Embiid against Towns. A nice shot by Embiid.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
McDaniels up top, guarded by Harris. McDaniels passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
There's the pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 18. Outside Edwards. Takes it inside. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got the handle, I've got the strength off the dribble drive. Pretty move.
Harden scanning the floor. To the wing on the left. Shot from 16, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 8 points for Joel Embiid. Edwards against Harden. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Top of the key, Harris. Pass to Dedmon. It's stolen by Gobert. Towns up top, guarded by Harris. Conley with a wide open look. Goes back up. Gobert dishes to Towns. Here's McDaniels. And the 3 off target. The 76ers trail by 18.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Timberwolves.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Conley.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Conley with the 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Harden. No good on the shot. And Minnesota will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
And using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
Harden against Edwards. Back to McDaniels. Over Harris. Gobert. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
From deep, Harden. And the miss. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
table with, and as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's Smart in at the point. Here's Tatum. Rebound by the 76ers.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Maxey passes to Harden. And stolen by Williams. Outside Tatum. Here's the three. Tatum with another miss. Here's Philadelphia. Here's Harden with the drive. And then Harden with the jam.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off. This is really amazing. I mean, from March 1st, 2014 to October 26, 2016, Joel Embiid didn't play in a basketball game. 31 long months rehabbing back and foot injury.
Harris outside. And stolen by Williams. Tatum with it. Picked up by Embiid. Beyond the arc. Tatum can't hit. Well, give Philadelphia credit. They didn't rush Embiid back.
They, in fact, trusted the process, pun intended, folks. And Joel has returned the favor. An MVP caliber center who changes a franchise. He is a franchise cornerstone piece. A great example of how being patient and doing what's best for the player ends up being a winning combination for all.
Pass to Brown to stop the run. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. And here's Brown for three. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Maxey with it. The ball's knocked loose. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Harris. Out to Horford. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Tatum. That one a little long. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That free throw misses.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
Out to Harris. To the inside. Horford with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Brown against Harden. From the arc. That shot off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Maxey with it. Now guarded by Brown. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Down low. Here's Williams. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
Pass to Tatum. Fires the three. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Maxey against Smart. Oh, deflected. Dedmon, good. Dedmon's got his second basket on the night.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Outside Tatum. Again, Boston.
Tatum's got a nice jump shot. When he's in rhythm, you feel like he's going to make it every time he shoots it.
Outside Harden. Harris finds Harden. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Maxey missing. Boston trailing. Smart for 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Left side Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Launches a 3. That one doesn't drop. Outside Brown. And here's Tatum. Takes the 3. That shot no good. The shot off that time. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Sixers ahead. Up 5.
And the Sixers use
just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Griffin is out there with Robert Williams, and it's Smart in at the point guard position. Smart against Maxey. Back to Dedmon. Out of bounds, it'll be Celtics ball.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Well, the Celtics shooting just 21% from the floor. Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise, it's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Outside Maxey. On the take. Out to Harris. Outside Harden. Pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammate shots. And does a really good job setting up a shooter.
Tries the spin move. Outside Tatum from deep. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Harris. Back to Maxey. Now Dedmon. Williams defending. Outside Brown. A shot from the high post. Jump shot is good.
I like the confidence and the assurance that Brown is taking these shots with. I mean, his mid-range game is actually on point.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a t-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn. But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million, guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Outside Maxey to the paint. Here's Dedmon. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Dedmon's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Philadelphia.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Pass to Harris. Embiid against Horford. Lets it fly. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Harden. Smart grabs the miss. The Celtics shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Pass to Tatum. Tries to break his ice. Offensive rebound. Horford left side. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Horford's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Horford's three-point shooting has really developed. Been an impressive journey for him. He understands the value of being a big guy that can spread the floor by making threes.
Horford against Embiid. Pass to Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Harden throwing it down right in their faces. Don't be so mean, James.
Tatum from long range. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team.
Here's Harden. He's got 7. Pass to Maxey. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Smart.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction. And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Dedmon, good.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
He got it off in time. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. All right, good stuff, Allie.
Your Sixers, 24. The Celtics, 17.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been quite a game for Dwayne Dedmon.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
P.J. Tucker is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Shake Milton. And it's Niang in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gallinari.
George Niang, not a guy who sees a bunch of minutes, but he certainly makes the most of opportunities as they come his way.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Milton. Boston with a rebound. And Clark, what does George Niang bring?
Well, you like to get the ball in his hands when you can, but he's most dangerous, I think, when he's playing the 4 because he can spot up and shoot the 3 pretty easily, and he's got kind of a sneaky old man's post-up game, too.
Back to Melton. And he converts the layup. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
That's a mistake they cannot afford to repeat very often. I mean, you can't leave him alone like that. He'll torch you.
He's off on the first. Now, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. On the wing, Milton, guarded by Brogdon. Just 5 to shoot.
Yeah, defending with just tremendous aggressiveness. Griffin's effort prevents a basket.
And no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Brogdon against Milton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Milton. And he banks in the layup.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Pass to Tucker. Takes a 3. Niang inside, defended by Griffin. Here's Melton. Back to Harrell. Rebound Boston. Tries again. No good at the rim.
Man, I can't believe he he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, BA. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?
He's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. Milton against Brogdon. And he lobs it up top. And Harrell with the strong finish.
The alley-oop throwdown by Harrell right there, emphatically. And he fires up his teammates as well.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
A minute 35 left in the third. Milton finds Melton. There's the three. Connects from downtown. Niang's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And that one misses.
Third team foul. At the line for Philadelphia.
And here are the 76ers. They're on an 11-1 run. 1:07 left in the third. Right wing, back to Melton. From deep. The shot, no good. And Boston going the other way now. Here's White, and he jams it home with authority.
Now that's big-time hops right there. White bouncing off the floor like a pogo stick and just throwing it down.
Milton passes to Tucker. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Brogdon.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Griffin's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Melton. Going inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
White with the steal. Pass to Hauser. There's the triple. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court right now for the Celtics. Blake Griffin out there with Danilo Gallinari. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Derek White. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. Let's go with a 3. Ooh, rejected by Harris. From behind the arc. Counted from distance.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
And here is Maxey. Outside Harden. Back to Maxey. The 3 ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist of the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And Blake Griffin is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. So Boston ends up going with a new group. Boston on D. 17-point game. Maxey against Smart. Maxey passes to Harden. 5 on the clock. Back to Maxey. Outside for Harden. It's stolen by Smart. To the middle. Oh, stolen by Harris. Inside.
A precision pass from a long way out.
Man, the pass. How about the catch right there? Wow, nice teamwork.
To be right on time and on target from that distance, ridiculous.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Embiid. The three. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
And here's Embiid. Horford covering. Horford against Embiid. Over Horford. Off the left rim and out. The Celtics have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. And here's Brown for three. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. From deep three-point range. Harden misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And the three-pointer goes.
You know, Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Smart against Maxey. Now here's Embiid, guarded closely. The shot. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started.
Boston foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch pails with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
Brown can't hit. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
For three, Maxey. Three-pointer Embiid. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out and executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Sixers.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production from Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Boston, no good that time either. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Pass to Harris. Back to Embiid. 5 to shoot. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Here's Dedmon. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
And even with the coach's
Previous play is under
many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Maxey. Three-pointer. It's stolen by Tatum. From deep. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Boston ball.
Oh, swiped away. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Off the inbound pass. And Tatum is good for three.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
First free throw is good.
From six-man his first few years to star player now, Harden's rise has been really fun to watch. He's willing to take on more and more responsibility each passing season.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebound.
To keep an eye on in this one, the big man.
Here we go.
Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Here's McDaniels. The pass to Gobert. And stolen by Williams. Smart kicks to Brown. From deep. Gobert pulls it in. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley's shot is off. It's tipped. The 3 ball. Here's Williams. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. The 3 from Tatum. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line. And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Now here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Tatum passes to Smart. Over to the left wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Brown against Edwards. Here's Smart.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on you.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Smart. And no good that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Rebound Boston.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here's Tatum for 3. Misses the follow-up. Timberwolves trail by 3. McDaniels finds Towns. Back to McDaniel. Pass to Towns. Basket counts. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Tatum, that's for 2. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. Here is Edwards. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Here's Towns. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
1:09 left in the first. Conley, 5 on the clock. They get it back to the right side. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Now here's Smart. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Up the line, Minnesota. Gobert gets the bucket.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Smart against Conley. And here's Tatum for 3. It's good from long range. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Edwards with the stuff.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Tatum passes to Smart. 18 feet out. And it falls over the rim and in. Tatum's got 9.
Over the years, Tatum has limited the amount of mid-range jumpers that he takes, but it is still a natural part of his game.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Timberwolves on top, up by 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the point. And here's Edwards. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And here's Tatum for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Now here's Gobert. He's got 8. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Robert Williams. Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went small. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back. And now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor, because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
Smart against Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Tatum finds Horford. Shoots. Tatum no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Brown outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Tatum kicks to Brown. Back to Tatum. Takes the 3. Boston, no good that time either. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Towns, the screen. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his first 2 points of the night.
And what a smart player Conley is, able to analyze defenses in pick and rolls and make the right read.
Tatum's shot is off.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Edwards, and it's blocked by Brown. They get it back. No one near Conley as he lets it go. The wing jumper off target. The Celtics have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Gobert with a screen on Smart. Another miss by Conley.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And how about Jaylen Brown, part of that young core for the Celtics?
Yeah, he's been through a lot with this young group of guys. They've grown together, they've come in together, and they've gotten better together. And you've seen the production of Brown increase because of it. Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
McDaniels dishes to Towns. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Smart kicks to Brown. The 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Passes it to Towns. From downtown, gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Edwards looking it over. Horford against Towns. Pocket 6. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Elbow shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials.
The previous play is under review.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And really, it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as in. Thanks so much, David and Wilson.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Minnesota Timberwolves 32, the Boston Celtics 28.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Noel into the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Anderson right side. Timberwolves passing it around. No coverage that time. Now with Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
White, wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 7, and the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Reed with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Prince wide open. And again, it's Minnesota.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Celtics trail by 9.
It's time for t-shirts.
Now Brogdon.
If you need a free t-shirt, fans. Time to get
90 seconds now into the second half. The Timberwolves shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Reed gets the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by Brogdon. Got a piece of it. Here's Alexander Walker. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Looking to end the run. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Tenacious play there by Griffin against really good defense. But he's not one to be scared off either. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Inside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Noel. Drives to the hoop. Prince, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Prince. 4 on the clock. And that one, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 15. Timeout called the Celtics.
And he hasn't gotten anything to go. You can see the frustration mounting as a result. His team, not in great shape either.
Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Anderson against Griffin. And stolen by White. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Here's Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Alexander Walker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on White. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Alexander Walker.
Good on the second free throw. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Brogdon looking around for 3. And it's Gallinari missing. Timberwolves leading by 12. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
15 foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Torian Prince. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Noel. There's the three. Reed with the block. Molinari dishes to Muscala. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Reed with the rebound. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Gobert, he's checked in for Naz Reid. Edwards against Brown. Towns is doubled. Williams with the block. Smart wide open, he fires. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Smart's got 6.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. To the inside. Here's Gobert. 23 seconds left in the third.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 12.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Brown outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Minnesota with a 19-point advantage heading into the... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the 1. Over in the corner, Edwards. With the drive, and Edwards with the stop.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Conley against Smart. Out to Edwards. A three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Brown wide open, he fires. Busted, no good that time either.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Gobert with the screen on Smart. And they get it back outside Towns. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here is Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Back to Conley. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. They get it again. The kick out to Towns. To the middle. Here's Edwards. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Brown inside the line. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Takes a 3. Wow. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
previous play is under review.
Angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the
ruling on the floor is confirmed.
It can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. He dishes it to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Celtics have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Towns against Tatum. Back to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And he sinks the second. Boston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. The three from Tatum. Tatum with another miss for Minnesota. They've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Smart against Conley. Outside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Rudy Gobert.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Got that one up quick.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Conley surveying the D. Over Smart, and it's Conley penetrating. Second chance shot. Out to the wing. Here's McDaniels. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Horford finds Tatum. Celtics passing it around. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. No good with the triple. And now we've got the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
The first free throw is good.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And here's Tatum for 3. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
everybody. Thanks for joining. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Harden is the 2 with Harris playing small forward. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
Now here's Maxey. Harris outside. And it's off from three-point range. McDaniels against Harris. Back to Daniels. Now here's Edwards. Tightly guarded. It's rebounded by Dedmon. Now Philadelphia with it.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Now here's Maxey. Clock at 6. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
It's all about getting ideal positioning. Once Embiid gets it, the D is toast.
From deep, Conley. Edwards finds Conley. Towns on a screen. Conley with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. And it's powered home by Towns.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Up top, Edwards. Defended by Harden. Edwards against Harden. Here's Towns. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Wow, that is showing off a sick handle. Towns is just not fair at this point.
Conley against Maxey. Out to Harris. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Left side McDaniels. Conley against Maxey. Conley passes to Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Driving to the basket, Joel Embiid with the board.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And then Harden with the jam.
How about the incredible handle from James Harden? That ball is on the string, so crafty, the defense has no chance.
Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Wide open look. And he nails the jumper. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And Harden gets the double team. From downtown, Minnesota with a rebound. Conley passes to Towns. Yep, that one's good. Towns has got 6.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Conley against Maxey. Outside Harden. Pass to Dedmon. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Well, if you're that wide open, I can promise you James Harden will find you.
Gobert with a screen on Maxey. Conley passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Harris with it. Out Outside for Harden. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Harden's gotten his second bucket.
We're beginning to see this more and more from Harris. Just taking what the defense allows, and that time finding the wide open man.
Conley against Maxey. Conley passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Harden. And here's Edwards outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so the first quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Maxey and Harden make up the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Dedmon in at the 5 down low.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Pass to Edwards. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Dedmon, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Pass to Towns. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4. Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Timeout called, the 76ers. Gobert inside. On Dedmon. Gobert, that's good.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
Edwards against Harden. Pass to Embiid. Outside Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Goes up at the elbow. And another miss by Philadelphia.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And here is Maxey. Outside Harden. Pass to Dedmon. Yes! And a nice assist from Harden. Dedmon's got his second bucket of the night. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, B.A., certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be... Oh! Get you some!
Show us some power!
A determined James Harden? Now that is a problem for the defense.
I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
Here's Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Harden against McDaniels. Harden, the pass to Maxey. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Conley on the attack. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Well, the speed and the creativity of Mike Conley off the dribble drive. Nicely done. One thing that's defined Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number.
Fast break, Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Conley. Gobert inside, defended by Dedmon. Goes back up to the right side. Towns for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Harden. That one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's McDaniels. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Edwards, a pass to Towns. 5 on the clock. Whoa! And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Noel in at the 1 spot. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
The shot by Alexander-Walker, no good. The Sixers trailing. Here's Milton, and he drives in. Reid with the rebound. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Melton outside. Back to Milton. Now Melton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet as a game from him.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's Noel. Soft touch off the glass. Noel's got his first bucket in this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. You know, that's using speed and quickness to combat size. By the time the defense reacts, it's far too late.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Prince. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute. And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Pass to Nie. Melton outside. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target. Minnesota shooting great. 62% for the field and continuing to get it done. Back to Reed. Kicks it out to Anderson. This one for 3. Fires in the triple. Anderson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance. After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft where he was not selected, guys.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And the 76ers call time here. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Conley passes to McDaniel. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Harris. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reed worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Embiid. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
A fun-loving player on and off the court, Embiid continues to get better. One of the league's top big men.
And Embiid drops them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Conley passes to Edwards. On the take, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, Anthony Edwards says, yes, you're playing exceptional defense, but my offensive game is better. I'm a solid 225.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. Now Maxey. Back to Embiid. Clock at 6. Second chance effort. Pass to Maxey. Up and over Conley. Outside Harden. Second shot opportunity. Here's Embiid from deep three-point range. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got his 4th rebound in this one. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Pass to Embiid. From the high post. Good. He hits the jumper. Embiid's got 6 points.
Part of what makes Embiid an MVP-level talent, the spacing he gives your offense, a center with a very good jump shot.
Maxey against Conley. And here's Edwards outside. The shot no good. Three-pointer, Harden. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Minnesota up 14. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, all about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Harden is the 2 with Harris playing small forward. Joel Embiid is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Maxey in at the point guard. Oh, stolen by Embiid. It's a one-on-one situation. And Maxey, the bucket on the assist by Embiid.
You can't discount Embiid's value as a passer. That vision and court awareness. These are traits a team loves to have in a big man.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
And he's been in control because of how well he's shooting. He's finding holes in the defense, and he's able to capitalize. Wow, it's almost like his confidence is increasing with each basket he makes.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He said, we've got the upper hand, so let's not waste it. Keep getting stops. Keep finding buckets. So the message is, it's not over yet. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Towns on a screen. Edwards with it. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense is no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Maxey against Conley. And here's Harris outside. He buries it from 3.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Harden against Edwards. They get it back. Here's Gobert. And they converted last on attempt number 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Maxey with it. Towns covering. Now here's Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Dedmon, a screen on Conley. For 3, Maxey. The Sixers again can't hit.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
2 points. That one goes. And now it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Outside Conley. From outside the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Harden against Edwards. Left side, Harden. Here's Embiid. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
I like watching Embiid attack on the inside, using his size and soft touch to capitalize.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Edwards against Harden. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Outside Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Timeout called. The Timberwolves. They're ahead by 7. We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth. Just 2 to shoot. The fadeaway. No good. A bit long that time.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Three-pointer, Harden. Money. And now they trail by just 4.
James Harden has always absorbed a huge offensive burden. It matters not where he's playing and with whom. The guy is big time in the clutch.
It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Harden. And it's blocked by Dedmon. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
Dedmon, a screen on Edwards. Harden into the lane. Yes!
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
McDaniels passes to Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And he got the whistle on the way up. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge to make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with
The previous play is over.
the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And pretty reliable from the stripe. Cat accepts the responsibility of stepping up in these spots.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Harden, the pass to Dedmon. Three-pointer Embiid. That shot missing. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding.